is facing this problem that's the Death Prophet. They need to find a way to deal with her in the late.
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left. Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
Early on is, like God said, that Prophet rotates to offlane, and then you have Word Spirit, which opens up possibilities of Queen of Pain on mid lane, and then that SF is not going to have a game, and you just ruined yourself with one single pick. So they can keep it steady and wait a little bit. There are still some other picks. There's Zeus still in the pool that's historically been really strong versus that Prophet. Not picked as much, but I've seen a couple of pickups here and there versus her.
I was gonna say, it does feel like they need some way to burst Death Prophet down, and they don't get that. They get Nature's Prophet. It's a lot of summons, a lot of push here. Nature's Prophet and Enigma. One of those two heroes is going to be a core hero, so definitely something, a very different look from what we've seen so far from the series before this one.
Yeah, it's very flexible for them, right, with the Nature's Prophet and Enigma. I still would think that this is going to be Prophet on the offlane with Tusk. But if Team Enigma really counters the Nature's Prophet hard, then maybe they'll put Enigma instead. Like, if a Troll, let's say, is picked right now, maybe they'll think about putting something different.
It seems like as soon as teams see the Enigma get countered, like a black hole counter, like in this case Finch with the swap, they're like, okay, it's just a 5, and we're just going to use the deny factor to win our lane. That's basically the purpose of Enigma now, not to get the black hole off. The black hole is just like the icing on the cake. And
it truly secures the lane really, really well. I've seen a couple of teams counter it. There are ways to play against it. Get a lot of AoE burst damage on the offlane, like a Pango +1. Then the moment you make the Eidolons, they're gone. Yeah. Okay, Alchemist. Again for team.
Do you think that that's a good pick considering how they did last time with Alchemist? Or do you think that, you know, maybe there's a little bit better Ags purchasing power here? Or do you think that may not be a
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron.
Still could be on the offlane, right?
You better pick your hero. 5 seconds.
It's an option for them.
Definitely an option. It seems a bit, I don't know, it doesn't seem like the best pairing with the Earth Grid though.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
I like the one position Alk. I'm probably a bit biased because it was one of the go-to carriers in the NA region. Like we saw EG, we saw Forzoom, we saw all these NA teams just spamming one position out. They would pick it in the first phase, ban Ursa, ban Timbersaw, and then it was just winning games with like Radiant's BKB timing.
They still have 2 bans to cover this Alchemist with if they do want to Alchemist as position 1, and we'll probably be able to decipher which position he's going with the next 2 bans from team. But
got it. So with Enigma on the team, and you know, Black Hole has been a game changer in a lot of Dota games. But you know, their other heroes are Tusk, Nature's Prophet, and Timbersaw. Who else could they pick to really synergize with that ulti, or do you think this is enough?
I think they're looking at it like it's enough. I don't think they're looking to build everything around the black hole just because it's going to be a bit unreliable.
Yeah,
they're kind of worried about just getting cancelled. Like basically, if black hole is going to win MONACO GAMBIT team fights, Venge for Spirit's Drop is just going to be to cancel. Every single team fight, Venge is going to be swap cancelled. So I don't think GAMBIT can rely on black hole to win them fight.
So right now GAMBIT pick this Timber. The synergy within their team is pretty 0. The way these heroes move together.
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left.
It isn't really coherent.
Yeah.
However, you are countering some things from Team Enigma. You have this Timbersaw versus the Alchemist, and you should probably be putting him on the same lane. However, the main strength of Timbersaw versus the Alchemist is you can hunt him throughout the game. You don't care. If he goes to that triangle, you're a Timbersaw. You will not die very easily. So you can go there, or mess with him while he's farming.
You better pick your hero.
It's one of the
5 seconds.
things that they've got.
Dire team ban.
Enigma have no real magic damage heroes. They have 0 counter to the Timber their draft currently. which
That is kind of nice with the Cypher,
Radiant team
but the spirits later on definitely deal with him, but it's not the outright counter there.
So for the last picks, it looks like all the bans are out. They did ban Troll, and they also banned
You
Weaver.
really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds
Who
left.
do you think both teams are going to pick to really round out their team?
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Gambit to scale their late game. They play Weaver earlier today, which
Banned
is
out.
banned out.
Team, pick
Just
it good.
Wraith King or something. I'm not sure what it's
He's also banned out.
Wraith King is banned out on their side. Terrorblade.
Alright, not a hero that we've seen very often, but look, he's the villain of the anime series. So if he's really strong there, I mean, of course you pick it. All
10
these
seconds to
anime
pick your hero,
fanboys right now are hyped. Oh my
moron.
god!
We saw Davian picked a bunch earlier
you
today
better
too,
pick
so
your
I guess
hero.
we have
5
to pick
seconds.
Timbersaw. Now all we need is some Marana, and then we're good, right?
Get up
Okay, the
on in there
gyro
and choose that hero.
By NIGMA.
What role would Gyro be? Oh, it looks like Miracle is playing him, so...
So this is the offlane alk, I want to say. Because they, if you want an offlane alk, they need an axe hero, because none of their heroes really benefited from the axe that much. Like, Death Prophet, not really.
Yeah, gyro, right?
That's why they last picked this gyro to give the Aghanim Scepter too. So I think we're going to see offlane alk, gyro carry,
And a lot of
I
Ags.
like it.
A lot of Ags and a lot of happiness.
Yeah, it looks pretty solid. I'm just not completely sold on. Okay, with a very early Aghanims, Gyro is in a really good spot versus Terrorblade. But if Terrorblade does reach his itemization and his power spike, he's scary to deal with for a Gyro.
So now that we have all of the picks out, who do you think will take it? Gods, you first.
I think NIGMA's winning their first year of the tournament, of the major. They're going to finally do it, Lizard.
So far, every
It's
single
happening.
prediction I made is literally the copy of what was previously said. And
I should have picked you first. I'm so sorry.
it definitely did work so far for me. Yeah, why not? Let's go with NIGMA. If not, I want to see NIGMA winning because I want to see this wild card being more interesting.
Right.
If they lose here, that might just be it.
It looks very bad
Yep.
for them for their tournament life. So, I've basically been contrarian both predictions, and I'm definitely gonna say that it's NIGMA. NIGMA will take it this time.
All right,
So,
we're all on the same team.
yes, we are all on the same team this time. We'll see how that prediction goes. It looks like we are about to head into the game. Team NIGMA versus GAMBIT. Take Black and Cyclops.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the One Esports Singapore Major presented by PGL. NIGMA versus GAMBIT. I'm Black, and joining me is the lovely, the legendary Cyclops. How are you doing?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, that was thank you. Yeah, I'm good. You know, it's been 2 or 3 games already, and we have seen so many action-packed games, and yet another game of Team NIGMA. I think, yeah, I hope that things will be better for them. I know that playing with a stand-in is not easy at all in these situations of COVID. Okay, we'll be fine.
Yeah,
Morty, I'm getting ready for the game to start in 30 seconds.
Not
I'm scared.
the best day. I mean, it's kind of rough also that you have to play 3 series at the same day, you know. Like, you lose your first series, 0-2, you're probably already not in the best mindset. Then you have to play 2 more series after. It's definitely a rough spot to be in, but whatever. You know, they have to deal with the cards they have been dealt, and they need to win now. Like, if they lose, I think even just 1 more game, it's almost impossible to get into the top 3. From now
Oh,
out, they
right
really
now
need
it's
to
on, baby.
just play almost perfect.
jeez.
Yes, no room for any more mistakes for Team NIGMA. Well, we're gonna see some intense fight definitely for sure. If you take a look at the heroes lineup, we have the big Enigma Black Hole, we have G-Blade in this game, and you went through Spirit in order to counter Black Hole. Man, it's something we don't see in our daily life.
Yeah, but it's a +5 Enigma, so the Black Hole doesn't really play too big of a role, you know? You just kind of want to win the lane, make sure your TB3 farms, which is also why the task is setting up for potential first here. And then the Black Hole is just kind of like a little bonus. eventually you will get like your items, your blink BKB, like minute 30 or so, and then you're still the black hole threat, but you want to secure your heartbeat.
Yeah, I agree on that. And one thing that I want to talk about is we having the Native Prophet playing mid on this one. Are we gonna see the Native Prophet going for the Johns, even though he just got nerfed about his trip?
The reason why people pick mid Prophet is because it can win you the side lanes. As soon as you're level 6, sometimes even before you're level 6, you can TP sort of side lanes and just them the lane. Especially when for hard carry like Terrorblade can really come in handy because he's not the strongest laner. So your Prophet reaches 6 very fast, throws out the ultimate, TPs down there, and just make sure the TP full farms from there on out. And of course, he's a very strong laner as well.
Yeah, strong lane. I agree on that.
They actually put Kuroki middle on Alchemist. Interesting.
Yeah. Do you think that play style different when they come from the different region and CIS? Oh well, let's take a look at top first. That is actually the first time using the magic mid style.
The dusk is always ready for a fight.
I usually, except VP, I think all CIS teams are playing very, very aggressive Dota. And you can do draft as well. Timbersaw, Prophet, Tusk, even Terrorblade is also one of the carries. Like, they definitely want to prove the game to NIGMA.
Yeah. And they want, it looks like they get quite early, maybe before the 40 minutes. Having T-Blade and push.
And they might want to, but they don't even have to, because Terrorblade this game is the king of the game. Like if it's minute 30, minute 35, he has 5-6 slots, he will be the strongest hero on the map. Like he counters DP pretty hard, Alchemist pretty hard, and even Gyrocopter is not good against Terrorblade in mid lane game.
That's a good point of view. I was about to say, ask you that which one, which side is better. And well, if I want you to give a quick predictions before we go into the first slot, which side do you prefer?
I like Gambit's draft at this point. Just purely draft-wise, I feel like they have a little bit more versatility and just more aggression as utility. Like NIGMA seems very level and farm heavy, you know? Like they need levels and items to really be able to play.
Yeah. And one thing is here, Kuro is playing mid on this one. And he keeps changing roles by game.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
really hard.
Not only for the 2.2. Bucket Mirage, a lot of damage. Rock coming in as well.
He's taking the side, nice save in here. Snowball in. Now they're gonna get away. Miracle is gonna use this opportunity to clean his stack as well.
You should rethink.
I'm not super sure how I feel about the start of Gyrocopter. Like, Miracle is not be playing his heroes, I feel like, you know? Like, he's this anti-mage, his Terrorblade is really good, his Alchemist, but he's always been put on like these active, somewhat semi-carry kind of heroes. I don't think it's true.
Yeah.
I think NIGMA always plays their best when they play top with a Miracle as a carry.
Yeah, I agree on that. Yeah, when you bring up some anti-mage stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like those heroes he plays so well. Like he's so good at those heroes. Like I'm not saying that he can't play the other heroes, it's just I don't think he's the best playstyle for NIGMA.
Something that we discussed in the previous game, that are they putting too much workload on Miracle? That might be the first one. Alright, F1 throwing himself at the tower. He's still fine. Miracle moving in, trying to get him all away. Getting in, keeping in his eye. It's gonna be up right. Here we go with a rocket barrage. Not yet. Right.
He is fine as well. Wow, TB almost died. They just barely managed to TP out. Still has a healing self, so he's just fine. And Prophet sitting at 23 denies.
That is
That is something you don't see every day. That is nice the most essentially
Oh my, yeah.
Like, Alchemists are actually the small cap.
Wait, they're gonna dive in really so early. Level 3 on the Earth Spirit rolling all the way. Wow, what a way to say hi at the bottom lane. Oh my goodness. Dream. And Sonic might have to get themselves ready for aggressive aggression coming out from NIGMA. Oh, Radiant's match, and that's the kill. First blood goes to Team NIGMA.
They're both very low.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant just fortified their structures. You know what I'm talking about?
A little
It
shot
looked
of
a lot more
damage.
epic than it was
Radiant's
gonna
middle
be.
tower is
I
under
thought the
attack.
Prophet would just kill both, but it didn't do anything.
Radiant's
And
courier got
I
killed.
out,
You know how much
and
stuff he
he's
was
up.
carrying?
Well done by him. First proper rotation.
Invisibility.
Didn't bring any kills to Gambit. And now they're up
But
1K.
Kuroki mid Alchemist. Seems like he's having a great time in the first 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing against the Prophets, so it's to be expected to be somewhat free farming. We just have to see how the game goes. Like Alchemist middle, we'll have to see if he goes for the more offlane kind of item build, Solar Crest, and maybe feed your Gyrocopter and Agon Scepter, or if he's going into a core role and maybe a Battle Fury himself, you know, and the Gyrocopter is used as more of a space maker. But definitely right now, there. Oh, he's going into the straight Agon Scepter after the phase boost, so he's playing the
Yeah, he's going in one against 5 and now joining by the Prophet as well. The ball down behind the tower. Only 2 hits away to try to get the guy from Gyrocopter, but he flying, slowly flying away from the danger. Still in by after the lights and he Chakra got him. Let's take a look at the fire around here. The Prophet, what are these so tanky, man? Hold on. What is his build? And he's tanky it down. He's like 76 and now probably comes down, but he's got a lot of space for his teammates after light still hanging on as well. Maybe they don't have enough damage to deal with him or what?
I mean, it's just 2 supports hitting him. That's the main reason why he just doesn't take so much damage. It was like a Gyrocopter that hit that much faster. Gyrocopter peeking actually. Slow, peeking into the wall. So well done. He kicked it into the Gyrocopter's rocket barrage. Too much magic damage for the Timbers on the handle, and he goes down. They're playing very well in NIGMA right now. Like,
Yeah.
if they keep this up, I'm gonna give them a very good chance of winning this game.
Yeah, but don't underestimate the power of D-Blade, like you mentioned earlier, and also Black Hole of Enigma.
Yeah, they definitely have the ways turning. Just the lane phase didn't go as well as I thought it would. I thought they would win top lane quite handily, and bot lane would be free farming as well, but they have pressure in the quite also side lanes.
What I'm happy to see now is GH is playing a little bit more aggressive than the past 2 matches. Now, top lane, but they get locked down as well. Then you have the ice card, can they get away from Miracle, Gyrocopter, waiting for his teammates, but nobody comes. It seems like they waste a lot to kill Gyrocopter. He is quite tanky too.
Yeah.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Here. We're going to see that the raw damage of Terrorblade is too much for DT to handle at this point. He gets 1 Maleficent stun on him, and he will just be taken down by Terrorblade, no problem. TB is hitting 4th on the net worth right now, so doing actually very well for himself. And he's a hero that can just snowball really hard. You know, like you get high levels, you go farm in the jungle fast, you get your first core item up, and then at first team fight you get 2-3 kills, suddenly you're sitting on the top of the network. This game is going to be a little bit different though, because Alchemist is going to feed the Gyrocopter and Agon Scepter, of course.
And having a in the team fight is really hard to deal with. I mean, when he moving in and he can actually split your formation into 2 parts that everyone needs to run away from him. And it's really hard to deal with. And with the high armor, it's not in him. Plus, he illusion as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under
definitely a very
attack.
good pick here. I'm hoping that we'll pick up an Agon Scepter this game. I think it's very strong against them.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
NIGMA doesn't want to build BKBs too early.
Alright.
Because the AoE fear from that Agon Scepter can really loading and block
A little bit of
NIGMA.
Yep, but he go down. But meanwhile, after fight, in the back, and now the Kuroki too. He locked him down, he was locked down in a spine, also I saw that he still walked around, but won't be able to go back to base. Like eventually, nice hunting down by team GAMBIT.
Oh boy,
You can
Dire's
see
middle
why
tower is under
Superstar
attack.
is regarded as such a good.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You're not really tanky at all, and then Chakra just slows you down so much you can't run out of it, giving them this space to catch up and kill the Alchemist. He is having such a good game that this kill is giving them a lot of golden experience, so it was a very good pickoff.
agree on that. Well, when do you think that both sides is just keeping up and start running into each other, going into a team fight, contest for the objective?
I think this game is going to be quite slow until Alchemist gets the action. He's going to get the gyrocopter. Oh, it's going to miracle again.
Ruckle's down.
Miracle is a rough game. No one getting caught out.
Yeah, rolling ball in and really unstable concoction. He hit him with the Radiance. I mean, yeah, set.
Yeah, no actual Radiance.
Yeah, no actual
Maybe next game. But yeah, I think NIGMA is going to play the game quite slow until they have Dagon up on the gyrocopter, which is going to be his spot. And from then on, they want to start controlling the map. Or NIGMA. Can he just pull down on TP? He should just
activate it. Exorcist. And also the straight side of the reinforced the next of the should go to now. Killing C for Iha. Please time for push the power a little bit, but hey, let's take a look at this one first. Back in the middle lane, lockdown in front. Nice one. Perfect landing by Inepo and TB also here. So definitely going to be the first hour.
Because Radiant just fortified their structure.
Dire's middle tower. The mid tower is regarded the most important tower in DOTA. So very good for that they can take it down first.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Higher Dire side of the jungle farm now.
Couldn't do much about Radiant's bottom tower, could you?
We'll have to see when this Alchemist Scepter is going to come online. Because that's really the point when they need to start pressuring the map and making sure that this Terra Blade is contained. Because if this TB free farm for too long, they don't have the heroes to...
But both carries also to be contained. Both Alchemist and also the TB. I think it might come down to who's going to be better in late game, getting more support in late game.
Scepter actually picked up already by Alchemist. He's going to feed it to the gyrocopter right away. And this is the power strike we're talking about right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, nice solo with the little bit of help from his teammates far away.
Look at that network swing from the suddenly sitting at 10K.
Oh my god. That's from maybe the stat.
No, that's from the Alchemist, the game.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, and now he has his Maelstrom 2 and 50 gold. Scepter plus Maelstrom is a very strong timing. He has 1700 health now because of that Aggro Scepter. It's going to be incredibly hard to bring down. And he's going to be the main point.
Middle tower is under attack.
Like they will play around them, they have to play around them. And they have to make sure they pressure Gambit a lot.
This might be the first big
middle tower is under attack.
They are aiming for the Miracle. He is thinking quite strong fight at the middle game right here at 13-minute mark. But however, he needs to be careful how the but they still want to come anyway. Keep moving in and chop one down. The rest of the and then Gambit needs to walk away. They have to let go. Got one kill on Zapon seems to be a good trade, but they need. I don't think they can fight under the actual system.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Should just be a 3-1 power for NIGMA here. And I don't know if people saw it, but Black Hole was on the pass and cancel it, so they don't have that for a fight. TB pinging though, they don't do this for nothing.
Heard a rumor. Radiant's middle tower is denied.
Oh, we are in position here.
Iha walking away with a very fast movement. He was locked out of the chakra and Afterlife got him. Getting free. And still unfree. So he's locked outside, but the front again is actually stuck in the ball of the shark. Over there. Here's a nice shot. Already come down. And that's a double kill for no one.
And that's what I was talking about. This Terror play just deals way too much damage. They have no way of bringing him down because they don't have a TP hard counter in the lineup at all. Oh my god, like, this is really bad. Usually, in a fight with this guy, and Alchemist Fed Scepter. Oh.
That doesn't seem to be a good place to fight teammate, but they might just have to increase a little bit and now his teammate. The Reds is moving in, and stop target using Victor, making his now Afterlife walking away, he's running off FP and Mana. Well, let's get a little bit of bounty first. At least they get something out of this. really started to become action-packed.
Yeah, somebody just tell them relax so I can analyze this game. Like, whenever I'm starting to make a point, they start fighting again, and then my point is not valid anymore.
A little bit too low.
Too much fighting. Oh, Alchemist getting.
Yeah, on top of this, trying to catch that the Alchemist too. So maybe giving a little bit of vision to Roki. Release unstable concoctions, staying in the trees. It's gonna come out.
Nice juking there. And fine. Of course, Prophet and TP both don't have a stun, so very hard to get these kind of kills.
Regeneration!
It always feels really bad when you're behind the goal with an ultimate team. Because he gave away the scepter, he now has almost no net nerf, and his power in the game is nowhere to be found. Like, he's just so weak right
Get up on
rolling it
it!
in. Come on.
Radiant just fortified their structures!
Lane is rolling in. Here we go with the cool down. That's the team. And there's Nacho. However, the rest of the team is Gambit is gonna go down. They're still seeking for revenge. Keeper Chain, Keeper Saw. And it's got one kill, man. Q3 for after life. And he's so strong here. Level 13. And now the Keeper Chain gets back into the fight again. And fight towards him. The Hunter and he's running away. The rest is moving in. Oh man, what a perfect timing. In and out all the time. But it is and GAMBIT. And it's the Q2 of Team NIGMA.
Dyer's carrier just got killed.
Just completely outmaneuvering them. Like, every time NIGMA thinks they have a puck can take favorably, suddenly Gambit just shows up with more heroes and outplay them individually. At this point, it's getting fatter and fatter. Even the Prophet is farming very well as well. And Timber's picking up a loaded orb. It's gonna be so hard to team fight at this point. They will need this very good damage.
Well, if I'm not wrong, that is actually the first time using the black hole of workday from 1 kill and the lane. Yep, we keep die one by one on the all over the map for Team NIGMA.
It's not a look that we're used to see. Rolling in now, and said, be careful.
Yeah, now he's getting knocked down and Sprout once again. It's actually the first 15 minutes of the game. The Sprout
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
For Team NIGMA.
That force field leads me to believe that Dyer just
somebody
fortified
down
their
and also
structure.
block the path in a team fight.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
And now they are pushing on top. It seems like GAMBIT is not going to give any room for Team NIGMA to free. They want to take all the objectives, like we mentioned in the draft, that they are really focused on using lanes. However, Team NIGMA knows that they have to fight, they have to protect their power. They get that broken cloud real. Doesn't have that. Oh my goodness, but however, Miracle goes to the middle and killing everyone. So one more kill. We also got some kill. He deals a lot of damage. He ultimates the exorcist, the next one that the afterlife. He's trying to get the chance away, but he's up in the middle. Team NIGMA player throwing in actual concoction, and we had got a double kill for that pause right after.
Yeah, this is the kind of fight that we want to see from NIGMA. DP coming in late, using that exorcism to its full potential, dealing a lot of damage. We want him to fight straight out. Like, you can see it here in the replay. He was on like a TP, was on like 200 health, and he was in the sun animation, but he used himself in order to cancel the animation, and then just won them the fight single-handedly.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier that they have to play nearly perfect in order to come back in this tournament. They already lost 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
In the first game, the best of 2 series, they have to do it. And this one, they did it beautifully.
Yep. It's a very good team fight, exactly what they needed. And even there's a lot of damage right now, he is not ready to fight yet fully. He doesn't have a Skadi, he doesn't have a BKB, so he's not very tanky. He just deals a lot of damage. So if they get on top of him, he can die very easily still. And they take full advantage of that.
Yes. Look at TB item on way to his Skadi. And it's like players are ready to go. I'm pausing.
Having a little hardware issue, or maybe not. NIGMA pausing the game. Sec probably celebrating this small team fight victory here. But they still have a long way to go.
Will that give them a little bit of space to farm more, or if they win,
definitely
want to go for it?
Yeah. They will need that space.
Invisibility.
Build twice, gyro comes up going, change. Yeah, good job. EP going for BKB, and Rogue. She went for Ghost Scepter, right? He will have no impact on those fights.
That was a scouting by Edge. He got the fight and no one. Next one's gonna be Immersion. He's trying to run away with the snowball. High charge, what ever he can. Not run away from the range of NIGMA. That's the move. He didn't go into the road transit right away.
Yeah, big blunder there by the Prophet as well as us. They thought they had a good pace, but they thought both of them died. There's a free Roche now for NIGMA. Which means they're completely back to the game. Oh man,
a little bit before everybody else could.
They're looking to take all the outer towers from now on.
When they got the grip back, they just hold it tight. They just have to hold it tight for Team NIGMA. They got the momentum already, and now they are gathering up at the golden fire on the dire side. I think that's going to be a big fight over there. The water down. DH.
Nice.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But it's not a BO Scepter. Good response.
I
This
thought
game
that.
is still
Oh, Radiant's top tower is
once
under
this
attack.
TV finishes his Skadi, the short pause coming out here, he will be super strong against DP as well as the Alchemist because of the reduced healing, of course. And then once he has a BKB, he will be an absolute monster in team fights.
Yeah, and his HP will be up 2.5k in decent damage. He's just like a moving Grand Cannon.
He's like a moving Star Wars vehicle with like, I don't know, Death Star powers.
Yeah. The one that can shoot the planet.
Yeah. But as a vehicle.
Oh my
So he's like an upgraded Star Wars hybrid thing demon from hell.
Whew, that sounds scary, man, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, man. Like to hell where TB was. I've met him. We spoke about good old times, you know. And that guy is really creepy.
Ooh.
Yeah. You might not believe me, but what I've seen down there, man, like, I can't tell anyone. Nobody will believe me. Have you ever had the supernatural experience?
Me?
Yeah.
Like I wish I could have one.
Some spirit talking to you, something like that? A flying Fanta?
You mean exorcism? Like Dead Prophet?
No, it's like real life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some
I never.
maybe some ghost hunting? No? Okay,
Well,
game's on the way. I don't need to talk rubbish anymore.
Okay. Alright. That is still the story. Thanks for that one.
Or
He's on the way to blink back and getting shots for the Alchemist.
yeah, I'm a little worried from the Alchemist. Like he might become a non-factor in this game. Set up
Yeah.
here, and NIGMA slowly moving towards him.
Oh,
But he needs the wrong input here.
MONACO getting gone on. Broke is gonna rolling border and
That was awesome, man. Like 4 heroes rotating, supporting NIGMA, and he's just like, I'm out, boys.
Dire's top tower is
space
under attack.
created for no one and the rest of
What a mess.
It's for the TB to farm.
Yeah.
He does have a Skadi completed now. Hold on, that's not the goal. And that's good time for
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Elephant. And he's dead.
Edge down.
Not very
No one.
eventful. One-sided beating.
Hey, the game seems to be slowed down. But well,
Yeah, there was a
slow-paced game. Favor on any side on NIGMA.
It favors the TV for sure. Like he wants to farm. NIGMA are the ones that want to get some things done. Jared is still sitting at a peak timing. Once his Terror gets his next item,
Oh boy, Dire's middle
he will be
tower is
unstoppable
under
for those
attack.
fights. Because he has very high armor. With magic resistance, and
Radiant's
can
top
run away from
tower is
the
under
because of the
attack.
Scarlet effect, of course. So I feel like NIGMA should press the issue right now.
Radiant's top
I think they
tower
can
is
press
fallen.
I
It's all
don't
fake.
think Gambit is
It's a
probably
crazy
fighting.
fake nonsense. Oh,
They
Radiant's
lose
top tower is
the
under attack.
stacks of team and Gambit, but at the same time,
Dire's bottom tower is under
Gambit
attack.
got another kill on the support and maybe marching forward to mid tier 2, doing some little bit of objective. Nope.
Jeez, Morty, they're going after Dire's
Bomb
bottom
power.
tower.
Gambit is doing an amazing job at cutting it in half. That's all.
Oh, great. Dire's
Everywhere.
bottom
Like,
tower
Prof
is
is just pushing
destroyed.
Vikings and Nick pushing Terrorblade as well.
Lane.
NIGMA a chance to
Yeah,
use
that's
their
what I'm
ages
trying
to
to
the
tell
fullest potential.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Cannot find the one.
It's tough. Like the only lockdown they really have is at Earth. But he's the one who's been caught up in the past 3 times.
Oh wait, look at this first. Straight siphon. They are aiming for it. Sunday walking away. And stuck in a stable concoction. He'll be drained out by the Spirit Siphon and make you street.
There's 4 heroes though.
You still don't believe that NIGMA carries are harder in late game?
Yeah, I think this TV is gonna be an afterthought. It's not only the Terrorblade, there's also Timbersaw who's gonna cause a lot of problems in the back line. There's gonna be problems that's gonna rank it really hard. And there's always of course the threat of an Enigma as well. And they have the snowball save on top of that.
Yeah,
They do have
they
ways of fighting, of course. I love that. Iron Man getting caught up here.
wow. That is fast dragged down by Eden. Then a big KB after the kill. I think that's worth it. That's to get away safely.
Who are you?
What a
I feel like if NIGMA keep losing 1-1 like this because of the war, because of the visions that Team Gambit have, they're just gonna slow down that game a lot. And now yeah, it could go triangle. It's start the fight with a snowball. Rolling. The team rolling.
Nice double stun.
They turn on the aces. Nice double stun there. But that's enough to kill. And again, they can control this area. But however, Miracle moving in. The Rock of Barrage and the flag cannot. Changing all the water. But again, it's exorcism throwing in. And a stun.
I wonder what they're gonna build where
BKB
Dire's
seems
top
like a
tower
turnaround for
needs to
Team
be.
NIGMA.
Oh boy,
They got 3
Morty, there's some
kills
pretty
and it's all
fantastic
important
stuff
kill for Team
happening right
NIGMA.
here.
It's time
Yeah,
to
you said it
push
right.
in, take down mid tier 2002 and make mid
Radiant's
tier
middle
3.
tower is under attack.
Absolutely outplayed, destroyed.
Fight their
He
structures.
doesn't.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Back to that fight. He needs to be defended or minimum magic stuff.
After the down, number 1, it seems like they want to get it back. We get down 2 times in a row. No one does the BKB and still almost goes down back away. But he keeps the lack of a lot of damage, and that could be the death of the sport. If Urchin falls, it's me already from Miracle. Okay, this is getting more and more interesting. Miracle
Actually,
is
a
getting
super game winning
stronger.
item pick up here. Just for Satanic right after the page after, which means he has almost of interest. Wants to activate
Radiant's
Satanic.
middle tower is
Side gunner will
destroyed.
heal you for like 1,000 health credit. I think it's an amazing optimization. I think you might win the game here.
Yeah, good. And now we are on the higher ground. This is actually the first time that NIGMA knocking on Team ASM Gambit's door. Oh, and they just fall back inside what they need. But I think they need to sit Team ASM Gambit again soon because in like you said, make it real hard for them.
I don't think they want to visit us. Yeah. It's gonna be a complete lockdown now. They need to make
Dire's
sure
warrior
nothing
got
happens to the
killed.
base
Are you
anymore.
kidding me? Weak.
That last group was pretty shaky and Pop getting cut out again.
Oh,
Yeah,
gonna get
yeah.
caught throwing unstable concoction, acid spray as well. Could get stuck over there on that clip.
He's like, how are you doing down there?
Oh,
the swamp!
And that's gonna be a kill. Nothing good for Team ASM Gambit. No one got caught. We are with kill. We can say.
He's always playing behind enemy lines, finally getting punished for it. And now, maybe just going back.
Whoa, Dire's bottom tower's under attack.
Blade has no BKB yet. He's strong. They know Prophet just uses BKB, so even if he bought back, no use. They have Exorcism online. This should be a mid-Rex for NIGMA.
Well, we'll see if
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
to be the front line and also support with the exorcism. Everything attacking the tower.
Radiant's middle tower
Still
just got
going right
wrecked.
on the Prophet. Son Barak already. Son Ego Barak is already MHE.
Radiant's middle barracks are getting rummaged over. Radiant's middle barracks.
And that goes to Barracks.
What a joke.
That's just a free Rex.
Yeah.
Nothing really they can do about it. Like, well, it's fine. As well as Gyrocopter's itemization, he has 3,200 health. They don't have the damage to bring him down at all right now. And they need all 5 heroes alive. Maybe even black hole him, they need a tactical on top of him, the Scotty effect. They need everything they can to potentially take this guy down. Like, he's way too tanky right now.
Even though the damage is TB too, right?
I mean, TB does a lot of damage, just he can't fit right now, because every time he wants to fight, somebody goes on top of him. He doesn't have a BKB, so he gets completely destroyed by spell. But he finishes BKB now, so this is strong timing.
Yes. It's going to be a very interesting team fight, guys. If you are the fan of this team, or regret until the next team fight.
Now don't do that, because we're all gonna die. Like,
Oh, okay.
trust me, I'm a master of it.
But the next team fight gonna happen soon. NIGMA is looking for opportunity.
Probably gonna have
without
road to that match. Like, whoever gets in that game is gonna have a pretty big lead in this game. And teams everyone has that. DP has a Shiva's got me down. Like, with Shiva.
Drago get the air, get the ball, run 1.0, want the support, he can fight on. Yes, he can. Drago for 1 kill with the back up. He knows to fall down. That was need to run away from the sun cloud. He was so close. However, in the afterlife, back to the high side.
Damage.
Yes, he used that third one by the cover. The one he landed. 3 always teammate. We're gonna get it. That is teammate one.
I can't believe that he fought the teammate without BKB available, without the tank available. Like, he could have just run away, back and fought him. That's a huge kill. Wait, is Roshan up? Roshan is up as well. That means they will get the next Roshan as well. Oh my god.
Ooh. Man, that 1 point golden for T-Blade from that team fight.
Yeah.
And a chance to go into the Roshan pit, like you said, without any resistance, because Team NIGMA doesn't have any buyback at all.
I mean, this
all
is the
those
difference
die.
of TB with BKB and without. You have BKB, you just run in, the enemy knows you have BKB, and they run away from you. And as I said, I'm just surprised that Miracle stayed behind, because he was pretty much out of there already. Like, he just stood there for 15 seconds waiting for a potential turnaround, and it really cost.
Yeah.
Guys, he's a pretty bad spot. I've met him a couple times.
Oh, well.
He's not the best friend, I can tell you that.
They sure know how to kill Roshan.
And
The G's are T-Blade, and
cheese, everybody knows T plus cheese is an amazing combination.
yeah. And maybe this is a perfect timing for Team ASM GAMBIT trying to close down the game. Still got
Hero played.
I have bunting. Go.
Well, look what the cat drugged in. Drugged? Is he on drugs?
The
bottom tower's getting hit. Oh, jeez, Morty, they're going after Tiger's bottom tower. Tiger's top tower is under attack. Tiger's middle tower is under attack. Tiger's middle tower. Tiger's top tower is under attack. What's the matter with you? You just... Dire's bottom tower's destroyed. That force field leads me to believe that Dire is going to find their structure.
Let us fight.
Dire's bottom tower is a bottom tower. Great. Dire's bottom tower just got destroyed. Boy, there's some angry people beating up. Gracious!
Well, well. Oh boy. Invisibility.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Огнемет выключает Afterlife. Ромена.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower just took a big beating. It's gone. Beating. It's gone. Oh no, Dire's middle barracks are gone. Oh, Dire's bottom barracks are really taking a lead in it, but it's not keeping on ticking. Oh, Dire's bottom barracks. Dire's top tower's fallen. Dire's top barracks have been downside, and then they're gone. You know how much stuff he was carrying?
me. I know how to handle such power.
Whoa! They just killed Radiant's courier! Radiant just fortified their structures! You know what I'm talking about? Oh, Radiant's middle tower is destroyed!
Gyro Clumber requesting a flyby!
Oh, Radiant's middle tower is under attack! Come on, get with it! Oh, Dire's carrier just got killed.
The dusk is always red. The seeds of fortune. Let us fight!
Dire's middle tower under attack. Radiant's victorious! Shut up, Morty.
It was, oh wow, what a game.
What this
Yeah.
means, NIGMA is now 0-5.
All right. All right, that's it for the game, ladies and gentlemen. AS Monaco Gambit victory panel.
Yes. So unfortunately, it was not Team Nigma's
Too soon.
next game.
Yeah.
Next game.
Their fans can't really be happy because they're obviously they're playing with the standard, but still you expect more from a team that's as high of a caliber as the Flames.
Right. One of the things that you both noted during this game was that they moved Armen to support. Do you think that was a good move for this match?
It's looked better, and that's the thing we kind of talked about. Even regardless of the standard factor, Team NIGMA often starts slow, they get better, they kind of, you know, just improve through them over the time.
They also moved Kuroki on Alchemist to the middle lane, and he still gave an Ags away.
Gyrocopter will be unstoppable after a while. The biggest issue is they made a couple of mistakes after creating this beast of a gyro. You're not allowed to make too many mistakes. They made a couple and a couple too many. He died on the bottom lane together, I believe, with the Earth Spirit, if you remember, when they tried to get that kill, and then later on around the triangle as well. So some mistakes here and there, still some, it just wasn't enough.
And what about Gambit? They picked terribly because it seemed like a lot of the other carries were getting banned out, and then now, you know, he became quite a formidable opponent.
No, he was fine actually. When you consider his net worth, he was on par with Gyro minus the axe, right? Like Gyro had 4.2k net worth advantage, but that's also with the gifted axe. So he was doing quite well for quite a long time in the CIS scene, and his TB is something a force to reckon with.
Yeah. I think for Gambit, they're not going to walk away feeling like, like this game wasn't in the perfect spot. Like the early to mid game, things were a little shaky for them. It did take, you know, winning a few, a very solid outcome for them.
When you see that 115 Alchemist, yikes!
That's 15 assists. Isn't there? Sense to me. So I'm pretty
That
sure
would make
assists are in
more
the middle.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember the first time I saw a team that won, I was like, I'm pretty sure that hero did not die 20 times. They
Right?
won.
Yeah.
Yes, that is.
I was watching it, but every now and then you look away, right? And you see Alchemist dead. Okay, yeah, all right, you died a couple of times.
There was quite a bit of a goal differential, especially when it came to the supports on the team. Do you feel like that contributed to the way the match turned out?
Yeah, I mean, I think Gambit supports were doing a bit more in the team fights. Like Enigma, even as a 5, there's always that threat of a black hole. You know, we saw it being used just to solo kill an Alchemist when he was trying to TP out. So it did feel like Gambit supports were able to do a bit more.
Can't fight afterwards. Yeah, you don't have the black hole for 2 minutes, but also Alchemist is dead for 2 minutes. So
yeah, we did see. I think it was 2 solo black holes from Enigma for our MVP for this match.
Definitely very deserved. 830 GPM. He hits creeps really well and finds that juicy farm. He found the right farm. The Scuddy was their own point as well early enough.
Yeah, and it never really felt like he was under... Gyro wasn't going to be able to outcarry this TB.
100%. That's something that we also mentioned during the drafting stage, right? Gyro, he will get this Aghanims and he will be a beast early on, but they need to capitalize in that early game with that item advantage.
And then doing very little with it?
Yeah, exactly that. They did give it to him, right? But it didn't really translate into anything. And I would say mostly on the back of the offlaner on the Nature's Prophet, because he allows you to split the map and prevent them from actually actualizing that advantage that they had with the gifted Aghanims. So.
I see. Okay. Well, we do have another game coming up, but first we want to give a shout out to One Esports. You can win amazing loot in the One Esports Hunt for Treasure contest. Shiver did a little bit, and after this we'll have game 2. We'll be right back.
Shopee for Mega Shopping Day. Shopee for Mega Shopping Day. Shopee for Mega Shopping Day. Shopee for Mega deals, free shipping every day. Shopee for Mega Shopping Day.
Get the best deals this Shopee for Mega Shopping Day. Shopee.
Come on, let's play. Ain't nothing gonna hold us down. Ain't no stopping us now. We got the keys, we're running this town. Come on, let's play.
This is not your grandfather's apprentice.
The winner will receive the once-in-a-lifetime.
I've fallen a million times, but I get back up and I fight, and that's what you guys will do.
This is the toughest.
We all have different adventure stories to tell. Different paths, different choices. I chose an unusual path, a choice that is not for everyone. You are constantly moving from place to place. You have to sacrifice a lot of time. You have to focus to be on top.
Ice does have 4 star available.
Oh, Ice says he's in trouble.
Have different adventure stories to tell, and mine is just getting started.
And Kayasen! What's up? Dude, we're such huge fans!
JBL presents
Đôi khi mình chỉ cần một ai đó lắng nghe. Tinder đã giúp mình tìm được những người bạn thú vị để sẻ chia. Giờ đây, ngày mới của mình tràn đầy những trải nghiệm mới mẻ cùng những người bạn đến từ Tinder. Tinder, thêm bạn, thêm trải nghiệm.
MONACO, GAMBIT, and Team NIGMA. Team NIGMA has had a little bit of a struggle to get started today, along with T1, who are, at the moment, they are both 0-5, I believe. Is that correct? Yeah. And it's a very difficult day for some of the teams here. Where Kuroki is, they've switched up where RMN is. It seems like they're still trying to find their footing in becoming, you know, that synergized team.
That's a great answer. Like that always
terrible
works.
and great at the same time.
How
do they play better then?
Yeah, they're in a really rough spot, and they can't really have too many excuses. I remember the Epicenter Major, OG was found in a very similar situation in which Notil couldn't play and Soshka was replaced. You can replace a position 5 a little bit easier than your offlaner, who's also one of the main pillars of your whole lineup. So your question is actually very difficult. What can they do?
It seems like they've tried a lot. It's a very difficult question to answer, but I guess that will...
After switching it up, after putting Kuro on position 3, it does look a little bit better, but it's still not there yet, and these are...
Come on, Radiant team, you gotta pick them right. Their team pick. Five seconds left now. Oh, Dire team ban! Oh, Dire... Dire team ban. Dire team pick. Morphling. Radiant team pick. Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero! 5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine. on, Dire Team, pick it good.
Lion.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. Come on, Radiant Team, you gotta pick him right.
Tide Hunter.
Uh, 10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. You better pick your hero. 5 seconds. Ooh, Radiant Team ban. Ooh, Radiant Team ban. Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero! Yeah, 5 Dire Team ban. Go!
Drow Ranger.
You really gotta pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left. You better pick your hero. 5 seconds. Bad Rider! Ooh, alright, time to choose your hero. Uh, 10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. Oh, come on, are you serious? Where did that player just decide to go? Oh, geez, Rick, we're in some real trouble. I know, Morty. Just follow my lead.